Warning! This video blog or vlog could contain harsh opinions or foul language. If you do not appreciate said content or material, well, you could just fuck right off.
Greetings, internet people. Ranting Ramsey here. How are you all doing today? As per usual, I'm not doing so badly today. And what I wanted to talk to you about for the second time today is that the next gen gaming consoles. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about this in the recent month, in the last 25 to 30 days, because both of the major developers, being Microsoft and Sony, have announced and given details on vague details. Wait a minute, vague details? If there was ever a contradiction of terms, that would be it. Anyway, They've given vague information about what their new consoles will be capable of and what they're able to do. And that's aside from the actual hardware details that both companies have announced. And I have to be perfectly, completely honest with you guys. I'm really not that excited about either. I've been a gamer for a very long time. I've been playing games on console and PC for quite some time, and I've always been kind of excited about the next new big thing that the gaming companies want to do. The advancements, the new developments in gaming. And when it comes to the new next gen of console, next gen in quotation marks, obviously, of consoles, I'm really not that excited about either one. Now, this is not going to be one of those, because I know there's this rash of videos about everybody hating the Xbox One. And there have been comparatively few videos about people hating on the PlayStation 4. I'm sure they're out there, but it seems like the popular thing is to hate on the Xbox One. And I'm not even trying to endorse either one of these consoles at this point, because I'm just not that enthusiastic about either one. If you were to ask me right now, if you handed me a few $100s and asked me, like, here's this money, go buy or go reserve one of the new next gen consoles. If you handed me that money and forced me to do exactly that, which is pre-order one of these consoles, at this exact moment, I would probably go and reserve the PlayStation 4 as opposed to the Xbox One. Now, before you start raging in the comments section, oh my god, I'm gonna destroy this guy! Before you start raging in the comments section, let me explain myself. It's no mystery, any person that's been paying attention to the videos that I've made in the last year, that I do not care for motion control of any variety. Which is why I've never really cared. One of the main reasons, I don't want to say that it's the only reason, but it's one of the main reasons that I've never cared for the Wii or the Wii U. It's a gimmick. Motion control is a gimmick, and you know what? It worked well for Nintendo. They sold shit tons of systems based on these gimmicks. And that's just fine. But I myself, as a gamer, have never cared for it, be it the Xbox Kinect, or the PlayStation Move, or the Wii controller, whatever. I've never really cared for motion control in gaming. Be it sitting here on a keyboard and playing a game with a mouse, or with a controller in my hand. That is my preferred method of interaction. What the Xbox One, in my opinion, has going against it is the fact that it comes packaged with a Kinect. So they're going to be forcing the Kinect on you? Like, I can honestly, if I were to, someone to hand me the money to go buy an Xbox One when it comes out, I could honestly see myself going to the store, buying it, and then opening the box before I even left the counter and putting the Kinect sensor on the counter and going, I want to trade this in for store credit. That's the level of don't give a fuck when it comes to the Xbox Kinect. However, the PlayStation 4 also has the little LED thing in the controller, which is basically a Sony Move built into the controller. I'm not excited about that either. I mean, maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe it's just getting to the point where video games aren't for me anymore. Sarcastic comment. But the fact that both of these developers seem to be forcing some sort of motion control on the consumer is really disparaging to me. That I can't get excited about that. And one of my fears is that these motion controls, be it the Kinect or the Sony Move sensor in the front of the PS4 controller, is going to become integral in gaming, to the point where you can't play this game unless you use this aspect of the Xbox Kinect, or you can't play this game properly unless you use this aspect of the Sony Move. And that's really just depressing to me. And then we want to get on to the whole point that console gaming seems to, at this point with the next gen, be focusing more on domination of the living room. That it's not just for gaming now. It's, oh, you have to, your Netflix and your Facebook and all this shit needs to be integrated into a gaming console. No! 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 It's a fucking gaming console! It's not a Facebook console. It's not a watch TV and tell all your friends what you're watching on TV console. It's a fucking gaming console. The developers have completely and totally lost the fucking plot, to use a UK phrase. It's not about telling everyone what you're doing. It's not about being able to watch TV through a fucking console. Because if you have fucking internet, you have cable or dish or any of that shit. You can watch TV through your fucking TV. Why the fuck do you need to watch TV through your gaming console? It's a gaming console! What the fuck? Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. It's simply fucking asinine. Like, I'm not excited about either one of these consoles. If I had to be forced, like, you must choose one of these consoles right now, I would say PlayStation 4. Why? Because PlayStation 4 seems to be centering, or trying to center around gaming, even though they've got all this fucking superfluous bullshit thrown in as well. Whereas Xbox One is literally part of their advertising campaign is dominate the living room, watch TV, Facebook, do all this stupid fucking superfluous shit that doesn't matter with gaming through your Xbox One. It's simply fucking asinine. At this point, I have lost faith in both companies. I really have. To the point where I still own an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3, and my Xbox Live membership is due up in about 90 days. I don't even know if I'm going to renew it. I honestly have been thinking lately that when this shit happens, I'm just going to take my Xbox, every fucking accessory, every fucking game, and just take it into GameStop or whatever gaming store that you patronize, and turn my shit in and go, you know what, I'm done with Xbox. But I'm almost as close as being done with Sony. And, you know, this is the point where the PC gamers jump up and go, well, you need to start playing PC games and this, that, and the other. I can't afford a fucking PC that will run the new next-gen shit. And then they'll say, well, you can just buy the parts and put it together yourself, and it costs one fraction of the fucking cost that it would cost to buy a brand new system, that's all. I'm not a fucking computer guy. You know, if I tried to build my own system, do you know how fucking long it would take me to get the fucking thing working right? The PlayStation 5 would probably be out by then. So, the whole situation just really frustrates me. And maybe I'm just getting old. Like I said, at the very one of the initial parts of this video, maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe I just can't keep up with the pace of technology. Maybe I just can't keep up with the pace of what the 13-year-old, 14-year-old fucking gamers want, which is apparently bullshit. And that's assuming that Sony and Microsoft are actually have their fingers on the pulse, Kevin Smith reference, of what the gaming community wants, which they have proven time and time again that they don't know. So, honestly, completely honestly, I am just not that enthusiastic about the new next-gen consoles. I've seen in Game Informer and a couple other publications the announcements of like, hey, this is the next-gen shit. These are the new games that are going to be coming out. I'm not enthusiastic about any of them. Titanfall, or Titan, or whatever the fuck it's called, don't give a shit. That new project that Bungie's working on, don't give a shit. The next Halo thing, don't give a shit. Not intrigued, not enthusiastic. There's new zombie first-person games coming. Don't care. If there's anything that's going to get me to stick with one system or one company or the other, it's probably Sony, because they're the only company at this point that has openly announced that they will continue to support the PS3 after the release of the PS4. Prime example, Gran Turismo 6. I don't give a fuck if you don't like driving games. Gran Turismo is pretty much the epitome of the driving simulator and always has been, aside from some obscure title on PC. Gran Turismo 6 is releasing exclusively for PS3, around the time that PS4 is being released. And they're also promising that updated content, downloadable content, and whatnot to expand the game Gran Turismo 6 to like 1,200 cars and up to like 40 some odd tracks after the release of the game, while the PS4 is out and being sold. Microsoft has said nothing like that. They haven't given any indication at all that they will support the 360 after the release of the Xbox One. So yeah, I'm leaning towards Sony at this point. But at this exact moment, neither company will get my hard-earned fucking dollars. Because until they show me something to make me enthusiastic about either console, which they have yet to do, packaged in Connect mandatory, go fuck yourself. Move LED in the front of the new fucking PS4 controllers, go fuck yourself. You know what I hate about apathy? Fuck it doesn't even matter.
Hey, did you get all that, man?